think it's the market issue because that no one is finding dietitian. So the whole environment is not very ready yet to adapt this thing. Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the NODT, not only diet talk, by My Fine Diet. And in My Fine Diet, we aim to bring sustainable, healthy dietary behavior for everyone. So if let's say you haven't followed or subscribed to our YouTube channel, please feel free to do so. If you have any comment, please feel free to comment under each episode so that we can know how to improve ourselves and then we can know what is your learning in every episode. And Ameerul, today, very, very soon, we already stepped to our 10th episode.
Which is right now, right?
Which is right now, yes. And if you see the title of the podcast itself, we are not only talking about diet today, but we are bringing diet to another field or another perspective. Which mainly we are talking about entrepreneurship. And in which today we have a special speaker or guest to share with us his journey about his entrepreneur journey being a dietitian. But before that, Ameerul, I want to ask, how do you feel about being a dietitian in entrepreneurship field?
Yeah, technically, My Fine Diet is also another branch of like entrepreneurship as well. How do I feel about it? I think it's a very interesting journey, honestly, to be in entrepreneurship because it is not something that we learn in school. In university. Um, Probably we have the basic of it because of like any kind of experiences that we had in organizations or something like that before. But I think in general, it is something that is very unique to experience, and it makes me feel proud to see how far we can actually go at the end of the day because it's a wide market, like there's no one there's a lot of competitions, but there's no one that can actually stop you from doing. And I think it's a very interesting journey for me at the end of the day, if let's say we involve ourselves in entrepreneurship. What do you think in your situation?
I think entrepreneurship is for everyone. It doesn't matter whether you are what is the course that you are studying. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, it requires not only some things that we learn in the university, as what you mentioned. There's a lot more skills, and it also depends on what type of business that you are venturing. And different business, different field, be it digitally or you open a store, for example, right? So there will be a lot more challenge.
And also it comes with different challenges as well, especially in dietetic itself. It's a very new thing, I would say. People are starting to be more present in online platform, for example. And interestingly, our special guest today, he's done something that I think not many people in Malaysia or dietitian in Malaysia have done. And also we also want to know like what is his current favor, what is the thing that he's currently doing. And it's entirely, I think it's related to entrepreneurship. I want to know the maybe the effectiveness, the profitability, what are the challenges, what makes him start doing this, what are the things that he learned from doing it. So those are the things that we will discover more with our special guest today.
Yeah. When talking about the profitability or effectiveness, right? One thing that I realized in the market itself, up until the day when we are recording this podcast, I see more and more people. In fact, there's actually increasing of number of people who will actually look for dietitian or other healthcare professional for a specific consultation. They will not only rely on as what we know before, which is doctor. And which I see there is definitely a light of hope, whether it's the demand or is there really that pool of people they already very into. For example, dietetic consultation. I think we can learn more from our speaker today.
So I think we should welcome Alvin Sheang, right?
Yeah. Hi. Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you to Mr. Sheang Yi and Ameerul for the invitation. So I believe this 10 episode I will be the most special one, right? Because the 10,
100%.
the 10 is like perfectionist, right? Okay, yeah. So maybe I introduce myself a bit. So I'm Alvin. Actually, I am a dietitian, graduate from IMU around 2021. And after graduate, I straight away jumped into entrepreneurship. Yeah, because there's a story behind. Because that time I rushing to find some job. So, but at the moment, my friend invited me to be like, set up something so that we can work together. So by the time I straight away jump in because I have a lot of ambitious like during maybe I can share later. So I'm jump into entrepreneurship. Then after that, I jump out again and then join another company. And currently, I work with around 3 companies to help them to build the healthy product, especially like supplement, and maybe one of the product company helping them into help to designing and also do product training for the supplement for specialist group. And I jump into some of the company to help with the development and also how to build the business for the healthy food. Currently, I'm helping 3 companies to do supplement and also food as well as their business model. So before this, I actually award with the versatile dietitian in IMU and also I not mistaken is the top student of the year. Yeah. After that, I venture myself into certified NFPF, and also I'm awarded with the British Encyclopedia in the year of 2023.
What is it about?
This is about the top success people in the Malaysia. And actually,
Okay.
then I can share you the title. Yeah, so but just an interview because they want to let people see how is Malaysia entrepreneurship of the younger generation that do into their business and what is their business especially about. Yeah, so this is a bit of my introduction.
Okay. And Alvin, seems like you have a very detailed introduction about yourself, and I believe our audience will get to know you better along the way when we are talking. Right. So just now you mentioned about after you graduate, you directly straight away open your own shop.
So okay, the why I go into entrepreneurship is back to the year of secondary school. Actually, my aim is I want to study medic. So during the secondary school, I venture into St. John and then I learned all the medical things, emergency thing. Then until foundation in science in IMU, because of certain thing and family issue, I need to try to change my pathway. Then I realized there is 2 or 3 module or like the classes is take my attention. Yeah, the first will be dietitian, nutritionist, and also one is TCM practitioner. Yeah, Zhong Yi. So I rethink again. This decision is around 3 days only because the enrollment is very fast. Next 2 weeks have to go in already. So I think, okay, TCM, maybe I need to learn a lot of Bahasa Chinese thing. It's very deep. Yeah, because my Bahasa for English, Malay, and Chinese is not very good. I'm good in maths and science a bit. So then I left dietitian and nutrition. But I like how is the hospital setting is doing. So I chose dietitian. So actually haven't changed to dietitian. I have a thinking to, okay, maybe I graduate as a doctor, but can I be an entrepreneurship? Maybe I open a confinement center. I give the one-stop center. They say you deliver, then you can after that you can out from the confinement center, but you are buying membership with me so that you can have a lot of dietitian after that using this system. So by that time, I already dreaming for this. So when I changed to dietitian, I found that actually in the whole healthcare, it's not only doctor. Yeah, sorry if I offended doctor, because everything is tied together. If I take the example from overseas, we can see a lot is pharmacy that can stand alone to do some consultation. dietitian can do, physio can do stereo consultation. And then the people there know how to get their professional. Maybe they go for doctor only for diagnosis. Then after that, they get the prescription, they go pharmacy to buy. But the environment is much different in Malaysia. So during the time I study dietitian, I say, I think I have to change the environment here. Because dietitian in Malaysia, I think is over 25 years, 30 years already. But sadly to say, until before COVID, I don't think anyone know dietitian. Yeah. Maybe those who go into government hospital, then they get consult, then maybe they know. But mostly I think they don't know. Because when I start my entrepreneurship, I go to give talk around my area. Nothing, they don't know who is dietitian. They think maybe it's nutritionist, and they think it's maybe it's direct selling, because once I say, oh, I'm a dietitian, or are you helping them to only lose weight, or are you selling any product? So during the degree time, I'm dreaming, okay, maybe one day I can have my own power team. Let's say like who can be refer. So I know my friend, actually my ex-partner, he's from Cairo, and then we frequent talk. Yes, chiropractor. We frequent talk about like what is the muscle issue. Then he asked me, what if they have an osteoporosis, osteoarthritis? What is the food maybe I can recommend to my patient? So from the time we said, okay, maybe we can try this model once we graduate. But initially, I don't want to start so fast, because for myself, I think I don't have much experience for that. Yeah. So unluckily, when I graduate is during the MCO time. So it's hardly to find my dream job when I can go into clinical setting. So my friend invited me again. Then we start off like that. Okay. So I worked for around 2 years. Then a lot of challenge and hardship. Then I decided to pull up from the sector and then try to go with another sector to help the people. Yeah.
So just now you were mentioning about like how it started and everything, how you actually found the partner, doing this business and everything. But I think something that maybe we were not clear from the beginning is that what exactly this business that you actually started when after you graduated.
Okay, so actually after I graduated, I set up my own, I will say clinic, a physical clinic, and then I provide those medical nutrition therapy consultation to the patient and also the client from outside. So mainly my business model is not like others. My business model will be standalone, and then I have my own physical center for them to come up and have a one-to-one, or even it's a group consultation. So I think my strength point for this will be we have a physical space for them to be like visit us. Yeah.
Understand. And how was the sambutan, when you first actually establish it during that time? The crowd, like a response from people, the supports, like was it good? Yeah.
I would say I'm the very lucky one, because the people support me. Of course, is my family member. Then other than that is nothing, because the crowd didn't know what is dietitian about. Once I already, also when I put out my those papan tanda iklan outside, they also don't know. Yeah, so but the crowd that support me, I think very proud, is because my parents still supporting me.
Understand.
Yeah.
It's actually very challenging, right?
Yes, very challenging.
That, especially when people do not really aware about our existence in general. Okay, and what are the common, let's say, example, the patients that came to your place? What kind of like
normally okay, this the thing is like, how is a dietitian go into entrepreneurship? I think we have to find the market that we want to go in.
True.
Yeah, because okay, maybe it's too early for someone that will start and then to find their own market to go in. But the thing I found is we don't have a target point that people know us. Yeah, because we can say we can do everything. This is the first mistake I do. So we can do everything. We can do weight loss, we can do diabetes, we can do cholesterol. But the reason why I do like this is because I I need the money to sustain because I have a shop. So it's a pros and cons we want to select. If you want to go direct market, then you have to really focus on it. Or you want to go mass market. So, but at the time, I choose mass market. So I say I can help you to weight loss, I can help you to control your glucose, I can help you to control cholesterol, and I can help you to control the high blood pressure. But my first case I remember is coming in is osteoporosis, because I starting my first life is doing what is the bone condition and what is osteoporosis.
Yep.
So I can say mostly my client will come from my education through online or offline. Because after around 3 to 6 months, I started to go out to give talk to like maybe cancer resource center, the kidney dialysis center.
Yep.
So from there I can get some of the resources so that come to see me. But mainly the people coming in is having a chronic illness like diabetes.
Understand. Before you go further, Shen Yi, I just wanted to ask Alvin as well. How's like managing the whole thing? Probably by yourself, right? Mostly.
Yes, I'm managing from A to Z by myself. Yes.
Like management and then being a dietitian, it's only you.
Yes.
Wow.
Initially, I got one colleague so but somehow I cannot feed them. I feed him, and they are thinking to be like one of the entrepreneur is a bit different. I say because when we want to start something, the mindset is very important. If you think you are only a dietitian, but you are inside entrepreneurship, because I cannot manage everything. Of course I need him to be step up a bit and then to help. Maybe he want to focus on pregnancy, then okay, I leave it to him. So because I believe in a one day, dietitian will be have their specialties. Maybe for example kidney one, and then liver.
True.
We have like for the bariatric. So all these can be connected. Okay, for example, maybe I get a case. Maybe I pro is manage their diabetes. So once their once their blood glucose is controlled well, maybe they need to control with their other things already. Maybe for their knee problem because they have auto issue or like a knee issue. So maybe that one we have to change the dietitian to help him. So I believe in that. So early stage, I want to build my own platform or my own clinic. It's like that way. So after around 1 year, then I again to be one alone to settle everything.
Understand. That's very interesting and proud to see, because our first encounter, at least for me and you, because I'm not sure how you met Shen Yi before, but we met in MMU before, and when you said that you had your own diet clinic, I'm like, oh man, this guy is crazy. And then you were telling me that you just graduated and then you directly started your diet clinic. So you are very brave, I would say, and I think at the same time you made other dietitians to see things more than just being clinical in hospital or like in food service or like community, but you can also have your own diet clinic, and it is actually possible. So I think that's very inspiring, and I think maybe Shen Yi, you want to ask the next one.
I'm just intrigued to know, because if I were to put myself in the condition where I started a clinic by myself, where it will be totally different with me as a dietitian sit in the office of a hospital, right? Can you share more in terms of how does your day looks like at the beginning stage of your entrepreneur journey? Because basically I believe your job is not only sitting in the consultation room, and what are the things that you have done?
Okay, so first thing first, I think we have to start business. We have to SSM, right? So our partner having friends to help us with the SSM. Of course, this one first. Second thing, I have to go to design my own clinic. And then this I done alone, and then communicate with the contractor. We have to go for, because last time I'm Johor, so we have to go the Masjid Bandaraya to like get the register. Then from there need to design what is our marketing strategy and who is our partner we want to go in, maybe the lab test, blood test, and then we want to set our pricing. Yeah, so maybe during the consultation, we need to see how we can turn this client to be our loyalty client so that they can spend the money, but at the same time, they can get the benefit from my expertise because I teach them how to. Yeah. And then from there, I have to do documentation, and then I have to sourcing for some of the product. Maybe they can help with my clients, or like the partnership pharmacy in my area that maybe they can go there straight away, can get the right product. So I think as alone, I do like development, do the marketing, and then do the service, and do the after sales service, and do the admin also, and then I manage my own social media. Think of the topic to be like educate the people, not only for life, and also for the physical event talk. Yeah, and find the collaboration around.
That's a lot of work for like a daily job as well. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
management, development, marketing, doing the consultation.
Partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Alvin, may I know how do you usually get your client in terms of, because for everyone's information as well, Alvin did a lot of live. That is how I noticed him uh, at his very beginning of his entrepreneur journey. Besides doing live, is there any other source for you to get your client? Because we are building on a basis where no one's know about dietitian. So how do you get your client? Maybe the first pool of client.
Uh, Actually, my client, if you want to see that, is not very big, but I spend a lot of my time to educate the environment around me. I can say I use 1 year to educate the people around me. Started that people will refer people to see, oh, you have this condition, I think you have to go to see Alvin, or you want to go to see a dietitian. Or after 1 year, I have few doctor friends that and maybe they will recommend the people around, or like patient to me. Uh, my my patient for monthly is will be like 4 to 5, 4 to 5 only. So it's not much. And then after 1 year, that's starting to come. And then I able to grab some opportunity to partnership with some supplement products. So from there, I educate the people not only to buy the product, but also to get consult to change your diet. So I believe for me, uh, product is not the solution, but if you use the product in a correct way and also change your look cost, and then this can be helping you to boost the thing to be faster, or the recovery to be faster. Yeah.
Hmm. Understand that. I particularly like the concept supplement as a tool, but
Yes.
a lot of the community, they are using it wrongly.
Wrongly. Yeah.
Yeah, they were bluffed by a lot of false information online. Right. Okay, that is not very long, I would say, for a year for you to build out your customer that they will come to you automatically. And I believe definitely you are doing a good job. Elsewise, how will the customer, right? They were actually referring
To others.
to
Mm.
others. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Right. So as you mentioned just now, the clinic right now, they are already closed down, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So is there any learning that you get from this experience?
Okay, so if I do refer back, I think I start too fast to be have a own center. This is my personal opinion. So because I have to jaga my center, at the same time I have to run to the market to let people know me.
Yeah, for sure.
So because my location is around Johor, so I frequent come to KL. So if you know Shen Yi, maybe every month I say, I will be in KL soon. Yeah, so I run to KL to find opportunity that, actually for the people mindset, or the some of the business owner mindset. For example, in KL, I meet some of the supplement boss, or there's some of the healthy food boss there. They know like how to use dietitian, or they know who is dietitian. So when I say, okay, we can help to educate the public using your product or using your food product. So I will see the opportunity mostly for the awareness will be in KL. But I start first in Johor because there's some internal agreement for that. This may be the first step I maybe will do wrong lah. But at the starting point, we think that okay, we can do it concurrent, but one people cannot take too much thing. And second thing is, I think it's the market issue because that no one is finding dietitian. So the whole environment is not very ready yet to adapt this thing. Yeah, we take back some of the example from other field lah. We say physiotherapy. I think physiotherapy also take around 10 years to having a strong connection or strong awareness that okay, people that having stroke maybe they can go to physio. But dietitian, our job scope relatively same with others that doing direct selling or maybe nutritionists or people frequently go online. So market haven't differentiate who is the market that maybe they need to go dietitian. Although myself or everyone I believe dietitian they say, or if you have disease, I think you have to go to dietitian. But why go to dietitian? And dietitian how to help you? And then even though another sad part is dietitian asks you to eat this and this, eat healthy. But when you go outside, Malaysia food is like a lot. Yeah, you have a lot of mama, you have a lot of fast food. Is it the environment also didn't support what is dietitian teaching? And the supply for vegetables relatively is higher than meat or higher than carbohydrate. So this is also make the population of the community is like, okay, I know I want to eat healthy lah. So, but I cannot solve my first thing is I to make my meal plate healthy first, because when we manage most of the case, maybe we will say okay, give your meal plate to be healthy first, then we talk about portion and food choice and other. Yeah. So another thing is maybe their perception towards dietitian is like have to eat organic food. So is the first thing is the location. Second thing is the awareness of the market and the public. So I would say this is the learning that I get. For me, this is not only one dietitian can change all, because I use around 1 year to change small population around me in Johor. Yeah, but how about other states? Even though we know a lot of dietitian and now we are going into the registration stage. I can say I see my friend is around 1,000 already, the number. So actually if we make use of this pool of dietitian and we having a lot of connection, so I believe the public and the community will slightly change from there a bit. And of course the multidisciplinary with other profession.
Yep. This is very relevant and inspiring. All right. So let's move on into the next one. Basically, right now you work in a healthy food industry. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Yep. And the role is developing the healthy snack and also involving in the business model itself, right? Okay. So what are the skills that needed in order for you to venture in this journey? Like maybe some people who are interested to be in entrepreneurship, right? Be it in Dietetic Clinic, just now you have shared a lot. But now if let's say people who wants to venture into this kind of like product development, for example, what kind of skills that are needed before we can venture into the journey?
Okay, so maybe I repeat myself again. Actually, I currently helping 3 companies. First company is related to pharmaceutical. My friend pharmacy, I helping him to develop some of the supplement that able to help with his community. Second thing, I help with a company to not develop but also do product sharing and also communicate with the doctor to run something is beneficial for special needs. For example, like autism. And then I help a company to do healthy food and beverage as well as snack. So if you say the skill set, I think is the market gap because my past experience, I able to find the market gap. For example, we have 3 people now. If 3 of us is doing consultation, who will be the one to
True.
study the
Yeah.
food and also to make the food convenient for everyone?
Mm.
So for this, I thinking to step up. So I go into the product and also maybe healthy food field. I think it will be a bit of food service, but not really a food service. So first thing, the second thing, skill set is I think we have to know what is the public issue, community issue, and also when we develop a recipe or when we develop a food, is it tasty?
Yeah.
Is it cost effective? And how I need to label this food according to Food Act. And then from there, because for example, snack, we have to think like the packaging cost, transport cost, if you're having a distributor. So all this is cost to a single product by the end on your table. So all this I still learning, but I think I'm the strong part in we know the market gap and what the market want as a dietitian because we have the nutrition knowledge on that. We know maybe we trying to do some snack that's high in fiber because many people cannot get fiber or maybe protein because many we having a lot of rice. But if we let's say cut off the rice from the outside, what is the food, other food? Maybe they can take a protein snack. Yeah. So as a dietitian, we be able to target the market gap. But for this industry, I think we have more and more partnership or like multidisciplinary team to come in because we need food science.
Yeah.
We need technology for the packaging and all those. Then we need some expertise on like transport. And also, if we want to do some functional ingredient, we need some sourcing team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually it's also a bigger game to play around. And then this is for snack. Then for special needs, I have to communicate with doctor like normally what is a special needs children that we're facing, maybe leaky gut or maybe they're having a taste sensitivity. So when we develop some food, is it we need to very solid or we need to liquid one or we need to gel one?
Yeah.
And what is the nutrient we want to give, and mainly they cannot get gluten and casein, what is the food ingredient and also raw material that we want to find. So this is the skill sets I think dietitian have to know, but not all maybe you need to know a champ, then with another profession you can be around and then to do something better. And of course importantly we need to let the market buy our concept. It's not we talking only. Because most of the time I think professional that we know how to talk only, but we don't know how to make the market or the community buy our thing or buy our mindset. So that a professional do business and not licensed people do business, you see the crowd is different. Because the no license, mostly of them they know how to talk better.
Yeah.
So when they do live or they launch a product, even though a container to fill water, then the water can help you to cure your disease because they use their mouth to talk nicely. So a lot of people buy. But when we talk a real, I would say the real things and scientific things, we can't make people to buy our concept and to buy our product.
Understand. Alvin, remind me, how old are you?
I'm around 26. Yeah.
Dude, you are like super young, but you have done a lot of things, right?
I would say yes,
Yeah.
but not everything is in a full tong. Like some maybe a half only.
But yeah, that's very impressive actually to see that.
Yeah, and it takes time for you. It takes time for you to fill in all the
Yes.
container with all the skills. Yeah, I think I just want to add on a little bit before we move on to a wrap up. Just now, what you were saying, I think it's very very important of being a dietitian. I think I'm somehow being doing a summary already because what I listen from you, what we learn, I realized that what we learned during in our degree about food, about nutrition is the foundation of everything before we venture into business. Because if you are going to know what is the gap in the market, what we are the community needs, you need to incorporate and use all the knowledge that you learn throughout our degree and how you turn it to become a product or turn it into a solution to the community.
True.
I guess that is the most important part. And I think just want to emphasize again on studying dietetic, studying nutrition it is beneficial not only towards our self but towards our community as well. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to the last part of this podcast. So Alvin, what are the advices that you will give to young graduates or other dietitian who want to venture into entrepreneurship? So in this situation that we have two situations, maybe one of them young graduates, another one maybe they're already working for some time. They feel like they want to have a career shift. What are your advice?
Okay, and maybe I give to young graduate first, because actually during my time of doing my own clinic in Johor, actually I have around 10 intern actually in
And
a
what,
2
sorry?
years time. 10 intern.
Intern.
Yeah, interns. I get most of them from Utah, and also, if not mistaken, 2 from UKM or USM, I forgot. I will say few of them, okay, actually me also lah. We have a bit of like have a dream. We want to go clinical, okay, we want to serve people and we want to throw all our knowledge to people.
True.
But I think there's a skill that mostly the dietitian don't have and make different with other dietitian is how, like I say, how we let people buy our knowledge, and also how to make people understand what we want to teach them. So this is an important thing. And also, okay, I encounter my junior in IMU back because I quite close with my lecturer and also clinical instructor, CI. They have a lot of dreaming like the expected salary of dietitian. Okay, because in Malaysia we don't have much data, so mostly we go to find what is the career path of dietitian. We know from Google we have a lot of expected salary, but there's in Australia, maybe in New Zealand, the price range. So they will think, when I graduate I can get 3K. But for me, if you ask me, I think 3K is reasonable. But of course, Malaysia, the community and the environment not ready yet. Yeah. So this is have to accept the reality, I will say. And then of course you will say maybe you want to learn from other senior that they have like maybe 5K or 6K because they go into some of the sales rep. Actually, it's okay, but just don't think that if you study dietitian, you come up, you have to be a dietitian, but you don't need to be have selling skill. Because I often tell my friends before we graduate, because most of them they don't want to go into sales industry. I mostly tell my friend, also maybe my junior or my intern, I will say, okay, let's say in the future in your career you not need to sell product, the physical product, but you sell consultation. Actually, consultation is a product also.
It is.
You no need to sell a physical thing to people, but how you sell yourself as a dietitian to other people.
True.
Because I'm the professional, I can give you solution, I can teach you. Yeah, it's like this. Outside, if you say other industry, maybe like food safety, they also have a consultant title. What is the consultant do? The consultant do is they go to do talking only. As dietitian, you say we actually is talking only. Yeah, if you can say you are not only talking, but you teach them. Maybe this another. So how do you like sell yourself if you don't want to sell product? Yeah, so this is for the young graduate. But for people that want to change the career path or like to change the field, I would say don't underestimate yourself. Actually don't underestimate yourself, because dietitian can do many things actually. If we say back, all generation will say your graduation certificate is just a paper. How you use your paper to do other things.
True.
I can see a lot of people that study engineer, but at the end they go to sales rep. to sell the medical device because they have a knowledge on technology. They can help the client or they can help the doctor to change, because we know now medical device we have continuous glucose monitoring. Actually, this also need some of the technology knowledge in. Yeah, as a dietitian, we have a lot of knowledge for outside when develop a product, or even you want to deliver some of the policy for the country. Yeah, if you go to KKM. So actually, this is a fundamental. Although we use 4 years to study as a dietitian, I still feel the thing we study is just a fundamental. I will say in back to degree time, I don't study supplement in our module, but we do self-learning. But is it supplement is important when we go out to work? Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, because if we not only want to generate the sales or the profit from the product, but if we able to teach our client with a correct way to eat the food, and then they need extra nutrient that must come from the supplement, and I will say why not? Yeah, as long they not overclaim, no misleading, misuse. Yeah, so changing the career path is not very we say very the things that make us scary, but you have to know your knowledge can how to do. Because another example, my senior in IMU, actually once graduate around 1 year, they start to go to management level already. Actually not to do consultation, but manage nurse, manage blood, screening center, manage staff, manage food service, manage their food. So dietitian is just a fundamental. You understand what is the nutrition problem in the market, then you can eventuate many things. Yeah.
Got it. All right. Yep, Shen Yi, do you have any more questions? Then I can do the wrap up.
I don't think I have any other question. Yeah.
Yep, Alvin, it has been a very inspiring conversation, honestly, especially knowing the fact that you are very, very young, honestly. Yeah, and you have done a lot, and it inspires us to, not only us, but also I think to the young listeners, right? You know, like any young dietitians, you are right. Do not underestimate ourselves. We can do more. And entrepreneurship doesn't stop us from just doing consultation, but it's more than that. And also your perseverance, you know, your determination after you build your diet clinic, and then now you are venturing into something else, trying to find the gap in the industry, because there are so many things that we can do in dietetic practices as well. And it's also glad to know that there are more dietitians are starting their social media presence right now nowadays. People are starting to make some videos, some, you know, like articles or like some posts, so that more people know that, oh, this is dietitian, you know, like this is what dietitian is actually doing. They are not just those dietitians who are in the hospital or in the clinics, but they're also out there, young people like us, you know, like looking young like us, right? Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why we are doing this podcast, so that more people also know about dietitian, hopefully. Yep. I think that's pretty much about it, Alvin. Thank you so much for your time. We hope that we can connect again in future. Maybe,
Okay, sure.
Maybe if you come to KL, are you based in Johor now, or like?
No, I'm based in Penang and KL.
Wow.
Yeah, by the end of the month, I will go KL. Maybe we can meet up.
Yeah, please
Sure.
let us know when you are in KL. Okay. Thank you so much, Alvin.
Thank you, Alvin.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you
Bye.
for your time. Bye bye.
Bye.